The throne room in Jerusalem gleams with gold and cedar. For 40 years, Solomon ruled the greatest kingdom Israel had ever known. His wisdom was unmatched. His wealth was legendary. The temple he built for the Lord stood as the crown of the nation, a house of prayer for all peoples. But behind the splendor, cracks had formed. Solomon took 700 wives and 300 concubines. Many of them brought foreign gods into his court. Altars to Chemosh rose on the hills. Incense burned for Ashtaroth and Molech. The king who had prayed for wisdom now bowed before idols in his old age. And the Lord grew angry. He had spoken to Solomon twice and warned him not to follow other gods. But Solomon turned away. So God declared that the kingdom would be torn from his son's hand. Not all of it, not yet, but 10 tribes would be given to another. The sentence hung in the air like smoke from a foreign altar. Now Solomon is dead. His body rests in the city of David. The mourning is brief. The question on every tongue is this: who will rule and how? The answer is Rehoboam, Solomon's son. He is not a young man. He is not untested. But he has lived all his life in the shadow of a legend. Rehoboam travels north to Shechem. The 10 northern tribes have gathered there. They will not crown him automatically. They have demands. A man named Jeroboam stands at the front of the crowd. He had once served Solomon as a labor official. A prophet named Ahijah met him on a road, tore a cloak into 12 pieces, and gave him 10. The prophecy was clear. Jeroboam would rule the northern tribes. Solomon tried to kill him. Jeroboam fled to Egypt. Now he has returned. He speaks for the people. Your father put a heavy yoke on us. Lighten the harsh labor and the heavy yoke he put on us, and we will serve you. Rehoboam does not answer immediately. He asks for 3 days. First, he consults the elders who had served Solomon. These are men who remember the old ways, who understand what it takes to hold a kingdom together. They tell him plainly, "If you will be a servant to this people today, and serve them and give them a favorable answer, they will be your servants forever. Serve them, speak kindly, win their loyalty." Rehoboam listens. Then he walks away. He turns instead to the young men who had grown up with him, his peers, his friends, the courtiers who knew only privilege and power. "What do you advise?" he asks. Their answer is blunt and brutal. Tell them, "My little finger is thicker than my father's waist. My father laid on you a heavy yoke. I will make it even heavier. My father scourged you with whips. I will scourge you with scorpions." This is not diplomacy. This is not wisdom. This is arrogance dressed as strength. Rehoboam chooses the young men's counsel. On the 3rd day, Jeroboam and the people return for his answer. Rehoboam speaks harshly. He repeats the scorpion speech word for word. The crowd falls silent. Then the northern tribes answer with a shout that echoes across generations. "What share do we have in David? We have no inheritance in the son of Jesse. To your tents, Israel! Look after your own house, David!" They turn their backs and walk away. Israel is divided. Rehoboam sends Adoni-Ram, his chief of forced labor, to bring the north back under control. The people stone him to death. Rehoboam flees to Jerusalem in his chariot. 10 tribes declare Jeroboam their king. Only Judah and Benjamin remain loyal to the house of David. The golden age is over. Rehoboam gathers an army, 180,000 fighting men, ready to march north and reunite the kingdom by force. But a prophet named Shemaiah speaks the word of the Lord. Do not go up to fight against your brothers. Go home, every one of you, for this is my doing. The soldiers lay down their weapons. The war does not happen. The kingdom stays split. This is not a political accident. This is divine judgment. The Lord had warned Solomon, and Solomon did not listen. Now the bill has come due. Two nations now stand where one had been. In the south, Judah, ruled by Rehoboam, clinging to Jerusalem and the temple, the line of David still seated on a throne, but smaller, weaker, diminished. In the north, Israel, ruled by Jeroboam, 10 tribes strong, rich in land and population, but cut off from the house of God. Both kingdoms begin their long decline from this single moment. This is the story of the divided kingdom. From this point forward, we will follow two nations spiraling toward destruction. We will meet kings who do evil in the sight of the Lord, and a handful who try to turn back. We will hear prophets like Elijah and Elisha thunder against corruption, work miracles, and stand alone against the powers of their age. We will see the northern kingdom fall first, swallowed by Assyria, its people scattered and lost. We will see the southern kingdom hold on longer, only to fall at last to Babylon, its temple burned, its people marched into exile. This is a story of politics and power, of betrayal and bloodshed, of judgment delayed and judgment delivered, of hope that flickers even when the walls are burning. It begins here with a young king who chose pride over wisdom, and a nation that tore itself in two. Thank you for listening to this first episode of the Divided Kingdom series. If this retelling of the fracture of Israel was meaningful to you, please consider subscribing to the channel, liking the video, and sharing it with others who might appreciate this series. In the next video, we will follow Jeroboam as he establishes his new kingdom in the north and makes a fateful decision that will define Israel's spiritual identity for generations: the golden calves of Bethel and Dan.